Well, hello everybody. We're out here in the raised beds. I'm starting to thin out carrots. I've got pumpkin starts here. I got to get into the pumpkin patch. My peas are just climbing up the fence so well this year. Last year this time it got really hot and they just kind of stopped growing. They didn't get much bigger than what they are now. But this year they are just really growing really well. Got to get this one to go in there. Yeah, and they are really climbing and doing so well here. You can just see them going up this. They weave in and out, and I need to get something and kind of help them to climb the fence better, but they're doing really, really good. I think they're actually going to go over the top of the fence this year. My tomatoes are looking okay. I sprayed them the other day with the fungicide, which helps. I need to get them fertilized, and I need to finish getting the carrots out from around them. I started on here. You can actually see where no carrots are in the triangle area here as well. I've also got some marigolds I've got to get out of there, you know, and this is all got to be thinned out major. So I did a pretty good job over here on this side thinning out the carrots. I got enough carrots. So today I've been working. I've been transplanting some of the marigold starts out here towards the edge of the bed. Thinning out all and getting all the carrots out from in there. Little zucchini starts in here, so got some zucchini starts, so hopefully we will get zucchinis there. Still gotta finish thinning carrots out of this one. You can see lots of carrots in there, baby trees. I've really got most all the carrots out from around this one, and this zucchini is, yep, still got a few to pull, but most of it has been cleared out. So yeah, it's thinning out all the carrots and getting things done. So we just don't need so many carrots around here. I don't eat carrots like that. I'll probably be giving most of these away. But yeah, just thinning out the carrots and making sure all the marigold starts that I find are moved. I got a marigold start right here by this tire that's going to have to be moved to the edge. And then it's just finding a way to keep the birds from digging everything up until it gets big enough that they won't bother it. Yeah, I still have a few cucumber starts that have survived the depredations of the birds. I planted more seeds, but I have no idea if they're going to come up. It's still early enough in the year, the seeds could possibly sprout. Yeah, I planted seeds all the way to the end, but we'll see. I still got, you know, a few little cucumber plants here, and got one here that still has not been attacked, and these here. And the birds aren't really attacking the cucumber plants. They're just digging in the ground for bugs, and, you know, the plants are in their way, so the plants get destroyed. Anyways, we got that going, and I'm going to be taking the little pumpkin starts over to the pumpkin patch, and I'm going to get them planted. Other chore for today is dig up some sunflower starts. My mom would like about a dozen, so I'm going to dig them up. The rest of them, however, are going to be mulched because I don't need 200 sunflower starts growing in my pumpkin patch. That's just a little too many. So when we come back, I'll show you where I put all these little starts. All right, well, I'm here. I got one of the little starts is in this tire, but this other, I found another seed had sprouted. I didn't think any of these seeds were going to sprout except for this one, and you can see The birds destroyed it. They literally plucked the top off. It's not going to grow anymore. Eventually that's going to die. But that had sprouted. But I still put one in. It's going to be a nice little plant. And it should hopefully do quite well. And that one already, both its seeds sprouted, so I just left it. And then I put another one in this tire, which had no seed sprout. And then these 3 tires here that had no seed sprout, I stuck a start in each one of them. So hopefully they should do well. This one was a little tall and leggy, but it looked like the second seed might sprout, so I didn't plant it very deep. And then I got these. They kind of look a little sad, but you notice that's a nice perky new leaf. These were starts I bought at the store. There were 2 starts to each pot, but they were like $6 a pot, so I only bought 3. And they had 2 starts in each pot. And they got a little stressed because I had to pull their roots apart. And they really didn't like getting their roots pulled apart. So they've been undergoing a little bit of stress. And so I the ones that are the worst, this one, I planted a little pot that looked like the seeds were going to sprout. Just hadn't yet. And then these 3, which really took a hard hit with the transplant shock, I planted the 3 starts that did sprout. 3 sprouts went into here. Each one of these got one. So right now, the other thing I'm doing is I'm going through and I am weeding, because they need to be weeded. The weeds are really growing. I weeded that one. I actually even took out some marigolds out of this one. I got this one weeded. This row here is with my Big Max pumpkins, and this is the only one where the seeds did not sprout. In fact, I found one of the seeds here, and it is just like flat and mushy. It just never sprouted. It feels like old leather. And I don't think the seed, in fact, let's pry this apart and you can see that it just went mushy inside. So I think the seeds here, they just never germinated. They just went mushy. But I think it's early enough. I mean, here's the other seed. There's the other seed, and that seed, yep, that one's mushy inside too. It just, yeah, look at that. It's just mush inside. So I'm gonna try planting, I think with the ones that did in this row, I think I got enough vines for a good production of Big Macs, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a couple more seeds in this one, see if any of them sprout. And got one of the seeds in this one sprouted. And this is my Cherokee bush, and all the seeds and all the tires sprouted except for in this one. And once again, we got same thing as in that one tire of the gray pumpkins, is the Jardinelles is yeah, it's kind of gotten destroyed by birds getting in here digging for bugs. But I think I still have some Cherokee bush seeds, so I'm gonna weed this and then put more seeds in it, and maybe I'll do something. But the rest of the Cherokee bush are doing well. I've got 3 lovely little starts in this one, or is it 2? Okay, I got 2 starts in here. It's really hard to tell because, as you can see, it needs to be weeded. I mean, I've got, all kinds of stuff coming up. Just weeds are coming up in here so thick. And I just need to pull out all this grass, all the bindweed, all the red root. And This is called redroot, and you can see why. It's got a red root. Not an edible plant. So, and then we've got all this grass coming up. Let's see if we can help this. Geez. Sometimes this comes up really good, and sometimes the weeds really take root even better than your intended plants. That's an odd angle. Try to pull up, but yeah, gotta. So we want all the nutrients in the soil to go to our pumpkins. Yeah, there we go. Yep. 2 nice healthy pumpkin starts here. This is the Cherokee bush. They get kind of bushy before they vine out, so. Boy. And here we go. Just about. This is what we want. We want to be able to see our pumpkins and not all the weeds. And yeah, let's get this chore done today. Get all this weeding done on inside all the tires. And then I've got, my mom wants about a dozen of these, I've got several hundred sunflower starts. We're not keeping these. They're all just going to be yanked up, and they are going, except for about 12. My mom wants 12 sunflower starts, so I'm going to pick some small ones because the small ones transplant better. Dig those up for her. And then everything else we're weeding. I've got a stirrup hoe that will, or as we always call them, hula hoe. And I'll yank out all the sunflowers and go through with the hula hoe, and we will just get these weeds right up, all this weeds and grass. And it will go so much faster than trying to pull up each and every one of them by hand. That I just do in the pumpkins. As you know, oh, look at these. I actually got 3 nice starts of the Cherokee bush here in this one. Those are really nice. These ones are starting to get choked out by weeds. So, I do have some nice ones in here if we can find them. Just gotta get these weeds out. Weeds grow just as good as everything else, sometimes even better. And any plant can be a weed. If it's not what you want growing, and it's not growing where you want it to grow, it's a weed. All right. And here we go. I think we can get our pumpkin starts here, and there we go. They're just gonna love life now. No competition for nutrients. They are loving life. Okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Well, good evening, everyone. Look at that. We've got a half moon in the sky. Let's see if I can get a little closer. I don't know how well I'll pick it up. This is an old phone. There. Half moon. Well, I was getting ready to put together the video I had made yesterday. Today is Sunday. And I found that a section of the video I thought I had made, apparently I never hit record. So I did a lot of talking out here in the pumpkin patch to myself to show you what all I had finished doing. And also showed a little bit of what I had done yesterday evening around the raised beds and the raspberries. You can see some of those raspberry plants now. And sunflowers have all been pulled up. All the pumpkins have all been weeded. The little starts are doing very well that I stuck out here. They're all doing really good. Yeah, all the little babies I put out here are doing very well. They're happy. Look at how those happy little sunflowers are. I mean, pumpkin starts. But yeah, so things are looking really good out here. I got my sunflowers out here doing really good. They need a little more watering. The sprinkler I tried to use last night did not reach very well. So I just took it back to the store. Got this one instead. Cost twice as much, better coverage. I also took a little video yesterday evening showing you the amazing sunset we had. I will put the picture of that because I did take a photo at the end of this video, so you'll be able to see the sunset. Tonight we got clouds. Got a little storm front's been moving through. Cooled things off. It got up to 80 degrees today. Yeah, I was going to show you, I've got to get these sunflowers to my mom. She wanted me to dig her up some sunflowers, so I did. Potted up some plants. Got marigolds all along here. I've been weeding, fertilizing, spraying. Hopefully everybody will start looking a little perkier soon. Really weeded around the tomatoes. Basically, well, not really weeded, just pulled out all the carrots that were choking them out. And yeah, still got to get the rhubarb in the ground. But that will be a job for another day. I got to finish finding and digging up and transplanting all the marigolds around the edge. Of all the nasturtium seeds, I only have 2 starts that started. I put a whole packet of seeds in here. There's one, and there's the other. None of the rest of those seeds sprouted. I've never really had great luck with nasturtiums, so I love them, but they don't do too well. Anyways, got things nice and watered. Squashes are all doing good. Got these ones covered up so the birds don't attack them. They're doing good in there. Look at those baby squash. They're doing good. Yep, everybody's happy. Everybody's doing good. The peas are just doing amazing. They're almost to the top of the fence. They're going to be going over the top of that fence soon. Anyways, that is it. Yeah, did a lot of walking around yesterday evening showing you everything that I got done yesterday, and apparently I forgot to hit record. That happens. I'm not the only one who's had that problem before. Anyways, I will wish you a good evening. Thank you for subscribing, for sharing my videos, for hitting the like button and leaving comments. I really appreciate it. I love all the new people who keep popping up and popping in. I've even checked out some of the channels that are actually channels and not just private accounts, and you've got some good content out there, folks. I am impressed and wish I could do half as well with my videos, but I am very impressed that you're actually subscribed to my channel. So anyways, I will bid you good evening. I will tack that photo of yesterday evening's amazing sunset onto the end of this video, and have a great day and a great week.